I'm not sure what's happening with the calls, but there's a box of chocolates that you can buy in Europe. I don't know. I didn't tell Kevin we were going to do this. Can you get close up on that? Okay, on that Fry's chocolate, I don't know if you can see it. Can we get a little bit closer, Nathan? That's the best we can get? You're moving, I'm not. What this is it shows a kid here, and he's very unhappy. And then he slowly gets happier and happier and happier, okay? And then what it says is when he's very unhappy, he's in desperation. And then the second picture shows him in pacification because he's got a hold of some Fry's chocolate. And then there's expectation, he's happier. And then there's acclamation, he's super happy. And then there's realization because it's Fry's chocolate and his face is very happy and beaming. And there's a guy who did a blog, and it's really insightful. He takes this and he says, in Christianity, that is the process by which you come to know the Lord. You are very unhappy, you're crying and shit, you're broken, you are in desperation, and then you begin to be pacified through him, and you have an expectation of his coming in your life, and you have acclamation that he's there, and you have a realization that you're a Christian. But what's really interesting about the guy's point was that he says it's the reverse is true within the LDS. If you have a Latter-day Saint share with you, they start off super happy. We're really just so glad that you can share the gospel with you. And if you then question them, they start to go down a little bit. Well, what do you mean? Well, I've never heard of that before. You're just saying that. And then they begin to more and more deteriorate to the point where they're crying and they're saying, why are you picking on me? You're an anti-Mormon. And so it's a really good point because the reason that is because the Latter-day Saints' ego is wrapped in to them sharing this message, and if you insult it, you are hurting their ego, and they take it personally, and they call you a name. But Christians, you share the Christian news, and someone says, I don't believe that, and you say, I'm really sorry you don't, man. I hope someday you will. Well, you're an idiot for believing that. Well, I do believe it, and it's changed my life. I hope someday you will. You don't have this vested interest in your own ego to share it. You're just glad to share it, and if you get rejected, you continue on with that joy.